like you really want to? Can you love me like you do your hustle? Can you feed me past the food and grubbing? Can you clean me like it's church on Sunday? In the tubbing, scrub a dubbing, clean the fountain, make a wish and throw 100. I might just blow it. Your heat ain't warming, your mountains warm. Water too. Yeah, I'm so excited. You did really good at your show too.
Oh, the Kimbe joint. Thanks. Yeah, that was my first time like performing by myself in a very long time.
Yeah.
So I felt like I had to shake a lot of cartwheels off. But I enjoyed myself.
The people was really fucking with your singing.
Yeah, they be fucking with me. They be gassing me for sure. Yeah. That shit was a little spicy.
Okay. You wanna have it? We can just get started into whenever you
I'm ready.
Okay. I need a drink. I've been waiting so fucking long. Oh, it's slushy. Didn't even know.
Just a little slush, but you know.
I didn't even know that before.
It's all good.
Okay. Oh, because it was like transferring to a cold room. Into one room.
Ah, yes. There we are.
Okay.
Trolley, still crazy.
Yes.
Literally my favorite.
Okay. Here we go. Wait, I need a sip. I literally went cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, I needed that. Oh, my God.
I feel it.
Okay. What the fuck is good, everybody? It's your girl, Iman Loren like Polo, Black Honey Buns, bitch. And you are here for another episode of the Real Hoodwives Chicago. And in the building, we got MFnMelo. Is it MFnMelo or Muhfuckin? Because I feel like you do one for safe space and one for...
Factually, that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Equal opportunity. You feel me? If you don't want to curse, you don't have to. But if you want to curse at me, I'm here for it.
Okay, so we got MFnMelo,
yes,
right? Because
this is
a grown ass show. But we fuck with the...
Because that means I can just speak freely.
Yes, this is exactly what this means.
My best spaces.
I'm so happy that you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you're MFnMelo. I know you a sugar booger. I gave you that shit years ago.
Way back.
That meant a lot when you had told me that at that show. Cause I was like, damn, like I didn't even know you still remember. But
for sure.
That shit is beautiful to me. Before I forget, this is a segment called "What's Your Thought Juice?"
I like that jingle.
Thank you. So what's your thought juice?
Lately it's been tequila. You know what I'm saying? It's been tequila and a little ginger ale. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I chose ginger ale. I can swap it out with anything, but like I just remember like being young, you know what I'm saying, growing up in black households, like ginger ale like cure everything. So I feel like if I'm drinking to like, you know what I'm saying, ease me and help cure some shit, I might as well put the ginger ale in it too, you know what I'm saying? So it's just the ultimate curation, you know what I'm saying?
So what is like the reposado?
Reposado, yeah.
Yeah, what does that do for you?
It's just the darker version. Like I don't like the light tequila. I literally just like dark liquor, to be honest with you. I've been like a cognac whiskey man since I can remember. You know, but lately I've been trying to get... I feel like the tequila makes me a little bit more active. Mm-hmm. You know, and... yeah, in all forms of fashion.
This is a very good show.
And I like it. You know what I'm saying? So I just be trying to... I feel like the cognac kind of like... I be too mellow.
Yeah.
I feel like the tequila keeps some life in me. So I'm trying to get back to that. I've been too mellow lately. So
you can never be too mellow. Well,
I can, though. I can, personally.
What's being too mellow like for you?
I feel like being too mellow for me is not setting boundaries.
Ooh.
It's not it's not speaking on when I feel like I'm being improperly treated. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's being mellow is being the strong friend to me.
I love that.
You feel me? So like I feel like I've been being too much of that guy, and I just gotta be like, look, I don't like that, or no, I can't do that today. So I've been trying to get back in that bag. You feel me? Just really rocking with myself, and I like where I'm going. I'm still trying to find a balance of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can be a little bit too selfish, and I never want to be that. But I am trying to focus on myself a lot more.
I feel that because when I was thinking about what she was talking about, mellow, it got me thinking about like personal rules that I've been setting for myself lately. Like I can't smoke weed before I have a set.
Okay. Because
then I start feeling comfortable, and then I want to try new shit, and then it's just like, bitch, you should have stuck with your set, right? But you have always been like a good staple of like happiness and positivity and like,
you know, just all that. I'm just like immensely proud of you.
Thank you.
I want to start off with that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so I want to talk about a few things, but why don't we kick this off with Everybody Eats?
Yes.
So I was playing that when you walked in, Salsa Verde. That's the sexy song for me.
Yeah?
It is.
That's tight. When I made that, I did not think this was the sexy song.
What's the sexy song on there too? Do you have a sexy song on there?
New York is kind of sexy.
Okay.
What a Life is kind of sexy.
Okay. With the
Kari's interlude is hella sexy. Stuff like that. I feel like the more chill, like the stuff you want to move your shoulders to. I feel like that's a head nodder, but if it's sexy it's sexy to me.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would come across as sexy, so I'm glad that it, you know what I'm saying, transferred. Like
I think the reason why it was sexy to me is because the name was Salsa Verde.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, ooh, spicy.
I get it.
So if you don't mind me asking, or like however you want to like word or frame this or whatever, you would consider yourself like super big on like body positivity for like men and for women,
for sure. You gotta love yourself.
Right. What is that process for you? Because I feel like you've also made that some sort of a brand for yourself. Is that fair to say that? Or is that too much of a stretch?
I don't think it's too much of a stretch because I rock with it. It's not something that I've specifically tried to hone in on. But you know what I'm saying? I have always for as long as it's probably like one picture I got when I'm probably like 5 of me like shirtless, and I'm not like a big, you know what I'm saying, heavy set chunky dude. So I've always been this, but I've also always been like, not always, but as far as I can like really remember, when I started to like really come into my zone, I was comfortable with who I was and like how I looked, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do have those thoughts like, man, maybe I could do this, or maybe I could do this, or no, I probably shouldn't wear that because of this. But like for the most part, I'm very confident in who I am. I've always felt like that. I've always felt like I look nice. You know what I'm saying? I look good.
Yes.
Like, I ain't tripping. Like, yeah, I probably could, like, you know what I'm saying, hit some sit-ups or something, but like, I'm cool. Like, if I don't, I'm straight. But if I do, then kudos for me. Yeah. Like, I never made it like, when it came down to like doing, you know what I'm saying, my body and my image, I never made it like, if I wanted to get a six-pack, then go get a six-pack.
Right.
But by all means, you are okay if you got that belly, big bro.
Right.
You feel me? So like, that's kind of just like, it's cool if you want to go, you know what I'm saying, you want to go get your butt right or your breast done, or you know what I'm saying, or you want to like get in the gym all day and hit the crunches and like that's cool. That's what you want. That's what you want. But like also how you are is pretty fucking fire. You just gotta find your niche to it, like what you like about it, opposed to like trying to make it what everybody else likes. You know?
Yes. Because something that you said about, like, if you want to get this done, if you want to get that done, I had seen somebody be doing these troll-ass interviews with somebody, I think DJ Academics or somebody like that. And it was some shorty, and she was like, see, the guy who tells you, oh, yeah, you need to get your titties done, you need to get your ass done, we don't like him. But the guy who be like, oh, you want to get your titties done? You want to get your ass done? Shit, here's some money for that. We like him, right? And, like, it's not even a matter about, like, money or anything like that. It's just a matter about like, I guess, like the verbiage and the support in that. Yeah,
just if you like it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna judge you. Like I don't prefer those things, but I'll never like judge a person or like look at them or like, oh no, I can't be with you because of those things. You know what I'm saying? Unless that shit just look kind of tacky. You know what I'm saying? Then I just because sometimes that shit do be looking bad. Like
big, like fake asses.
Fake asses. Like even like some strong niggas. Like you be too. Niggas can be too.
Oh
buff.
Yeah, like them
like bro, what you doing, bro? Like that shit look kind of nasty. Like bro, like some shit just don't be looking fire.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, like you know what I'm saying, like tell me as you are. You feel me?
Dude, what terminologies like make you feel comfortable? Because, and like I don't know, because like this isn't conversations that like I do get to have with women, and I don't really get to have these many conversations with men.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's always this glorification for like BONs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like no one ever really like has those real conversations.
Do you like that?
Yeah, like,
I feel like,
is that okay?
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yes.
No, it don't bother me either way. But,
okay.
But it is cool to be thought of in that way, because you know what I'm saying? If we're doing the whole equality thing, I think it should go both ways.
Yes. I love it personally.
I fuck with it too. I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Louis. You know what I'm saying? He did that one.
Who?
Louis.
King Louis?
Yeah.
Oh.
My fault. Was they?
No. I just didn't know he was.
Did he not make that song?
I don't know.
Tripping? No,
wait.
You talking about B.O.N., right? Big old nigga. Yeah. You talking about B.O.N.?
like, I'm 23. Okay.
Bro, you know that Louis song. If that Louis song comes on, you know.
Louis been under wraps for how long?
No, facts. But like, it's the old Louis. It's the Louis that we all know and love.
Okay. All right, cool. So, do you like to cook? Because I know you have a cooking show.
Mm-hmm. That's a fair question, because I can have a show and not like to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I appreciate that.
Do you like to cook, or are you like a basic ass nigga that be chicken Alfredo and hoes to death?
Oh, no. I hardly ever do chicken Alfredo. I like to do stuffed chicken parm, you feel me? I like to switch it up, you feel me? I'm a little exquisite. I'm not basic.
Okay.
Like if basic is right here, I'm like 3 steps above it, you feel me? Like I'm not really basic cooking. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm comfortable with. And I also don't do it enough because I'm hardly at home at night. Mm-hmm. And in the morning I'm usually doing something. So like I don't really have the time to like really do a lot of the stuff that I like to do. But I'm very much so past the basic meals, you know what I'm saying? I started out very basic before I started doing the cooking show.
Like microwaving?
No, not even microwaving, but just like basic, you know what I'm saying? Like I made a Polish. You know what I'm saying? I'll make some noodles, you feel me? Or I made breakfast. Like my thing was breakfast. Like if I made breakfast, I knew how to cook.
Breakfast is always a safe resort, though.
For sure. But, like, you don't really, like, just because you know how to scramble eggs and make some bacon, you don't really know how to
That
cook.
is true. How do you like your eggs?
Scrambled with cheese.
How do you like them scrambled, though?
Not runny. You gotta give me
You
a
don't
little,
like a little...
I don't like a little water.
It ain't water.
No, it's water. It's water. I don't
water.
I don't like egg
It's
juice.
a little
I don't want no egg juice.
It's a little yolkish.
I don't like the poached. I don't like none of that. I don't like none of that with the juice. I had a poached one time when I was in.
Like some hollandaise shit on top of a biscuit on top, or some English muffin.
Not the yolky. I can't do the yolk.
Okay.
It don't. I'm still childish when it comes to the egg. I'm not eating that. That's not done. I'm not eating that.
I feel that.
Who made this? I'm not eating it.
You mentioned Polish. I'm just curious because I had seen a TikTok of this nigga who was high and was cooking a hot dog, and he tried to take the hot dog out the water with a plastic fork.
I have done that before.
Okay.
It works. Though.
No, it doesn't.
You gotta be quick.
Okay.
You gotta be quick. It does work. You gotta get the good forks too. Like you can't.
It's good plastic forks?
It is good, factually good plastic forks. You feel me?
Okay.
It's definitely next level of cheapness. Like you just gotta search a little bit more, do your research, your Googles. You feel me?
Okay.
But it's definitely a plastic fork that can withstand some of that water. You feel me? Like it's probably gonna be a little curved.
He's like
when you take it out.
damn.
But like it'll get it out. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have the bun ready because it's probably not gonna make it too far over the pot.
Yeah. What are like some of like your like romantic meals? So like if you was to like plan a romantic night, like what would you cook?
To be honest, I've never cooked on some romantic shit.
Really?
You know
I'm really surprised.
I have factually cooked for a woman, but it's like on some, we're in the crib, let me just cook something up. I ain't never just made it like on some, you know what I'm saying, some cute shit, like did like some exquisite shit, sesame. Like I ain't never really got down like that. I am not the most romantic, to be completely honest.
Oh, that makes me so excited to hear because I have so much more to talk about.
I am not romantic whatsoever.
Why? I would presume you to be, and let me.
No, I know.
I'm gonna
So
tell you.
that's
Why
why
would you think I would presume you to be?
I feel like
I was gonna say some bogus shit.
I don't know what it is. I feel like a lot of my character traits come off very nurturing.
Yeah.
So it comes off as I would be like that. But like, I'm gonna make sure you eat, but I might not present it the right way. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna make sure you're good. But like, as far as the delicacies of like being romantic and intimate, I have not always been great in those areas. I am honestly just really starting to get comfortable with a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, as far as like just like a display of emotions, you know what I'm saying. I have not always been eager to do those things.
Okay,
you know
like so, flowers and
all that. Like I didn't get it for the longest of time. Like it didn't make no sense to me. Not in a like it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like I don't understand why you would want that, but it just didn't click that maybe I should do something nice. You feel me? I thought like being there and like being like somebody that you can count on was like enough. Yeah. And like in certain spaces it can be. Yeah. But like at certain times I feel like you could probably go out of your way to do something just to remind the motherfucker that look, you know what I'm saying, I got you outside of just the shit I'm supposed to be doing.
Do you know what your love languages are?
For fake.
Okay.
For fake. I can't recall them off the top of my head. I know I went over them before.
Okay.
I know I actively tried to find them.
I feel like you're a words of affirmation type of dude.
I am factually that guy.
Really?
Like
yeah.
I can tell you like all the fire things, but like.
But they will be true though.
No, they would factually be true.
Right.
It's not like I'm making them up. Like I would believe these things. I would live in these things. Mm-hmm. But it's like I'm not a big doer when it comes down to love. Like I can be there for you and like I can talk to you and support you. But as far as like doing the small things to show like love and whatnot, like I was always like I wasn't mindful of them. Okay. To say the least.
So I know that like I like fanned out in like the first 2 minutes or whatever.
That's cool.
But that's like I appreciate that because like honestly like this is like a really big honor to me because I've known you since I was 14
type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like just wordplay, YCA space, etc., etc. And I have always just considered you to be someone of like that level. You know what I'm saying? Not like oh I'm like fanning over you, but like as far as me being an artist, as far as like work ethic, as far as like also community and like all those things. Do you feel like, and kind of going back to what we was talking about, like romance and like all that thing, do you think that like your, I don't want to call it stature, but your like popularity or whatever way that you want to phrase it, like kind of plays a part into like you feeling like who is deserving of this and who is not deserving of this?
What do you mean exactly by
as far as like dating or romance or anything?
Like, will I let like who I am like stop me from doing certain things like that?
Maybe, or also like, do you feel like people expect this from you more because you are like on a higher social level?
Oh, people factually expect certain things from me because I am on a higher social level, so to speak. Yeah, quoting. You feel me? But I don't. I think the biggest thing about me is like even before the music, I never really like unless you're like my friend, I never really cared too much like of your opinion. Like I'll listen to it, but I won't let it really affect how I move and how I do things. So like yeah, they can probably expect whatever they want, but I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm capable of doing, and I know all the things that I have done. So like I'll never let somebody's perception of what I got going on like really determine like if I'm doing the right things in life. If that makes any sense.
That does make sense to me. Do you I wanted to go back to like Everybody Eats because so you and I look up to like you and Slime for two particular reasons because like y'all are like in such control of like your brand and also like showing like your multifacetedness and that always intrigues me. So I'm trying to step into like the world of YouTube. Can you like just like break down your show? Maybe how your show played into your album. Was that like a plan that you had together? If I'm asking too many questions, let me know.
I'm just thinking.
So like I really just want to use this as an opportunity to like pick your brain because I don't feel like anybody does pick your brain.
Not too many people do it.
Okay, yeah. So starting off, was your show, your YouTube show, Everybody Eats or Chefing with Mello?
Yeah, Cooking with MF.
Okay, Cooking with MF. Excuse me. That was way before Everybody Eats.
For sure. Right? It was slightly after my first project, Melodramatics.
Yes.
I got into it. I had a video. I had a song called White Cheddar on Melodramatics. I shot a video for it. Yeah.
With the cheeses.
Yeah, with the cheeses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, you going crazy. Was that a collaboration with Joe Fresh?
No.
Okay. That was just you?
That was just some me shit, yeah.
Congratulations. And like, pardon the confusion.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
When I did that, it's like I did the video. I had a little clip in the video where I did like a little fake cooking segment. I enjoyed it. People tend to like it a lot. And I had a friend. She was just like, "Hey, you should fuck around with the cooking show. Like, you should do it." I'm like, all right.
Okay.
And I just did it fucking around. Like maybe like the first episode. I shot it with a couple friends, two homegirls of mine. We made cookies. And it was just
Is it Nick?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
It was Molly and Q.
Okay.
I did a cooking episode with them, just because they were my friends and they were like the closest people to me that I knew that really cooked and like, you know what I'm saying, like I trusted them, you feel me? And the show started off with me just wanting to like learn. Like I said, I was very basic at the beginning.
Yeah.
I just wanted to learn how to cook different things, and I felt like the best way to do that, opposed to just like looking up stuff on YouTube, was to sit down with these people. And mostly they are my friends. So like that's kind of how it just came about. It was me trying to learn how to cook. So I just like get up with friends. Shout out my homie Jude who shoots it all.
Yeah.
He just was down with me. He liked it, so he just kept doing it with me. And it kind of just grew. Like as I kept doing it, I got more comfortable. As I put them out, like I put out the last 4 episodes of the first season. Like it's damn near like a year ago maybe. But like to this day, people be watching those and like, oh man, what a cooking episode! Like what's up? You know what I'm saying? Yes. So like, even though I like may look at it and I like look at the views and the numbers, it's not like what I ideally want.
Literally me after I post every episode.
You feel me? So that can be discouraging. So when like over years, if I still have people like asking me about it, then I just realized that it wasn't about the numbers. Like as much as I would like the numbers to still be, you know what I'm saying, be decent and juking, like, and as high as I can get them, like I'm very much so comfortable now just putting them out and get what I get from them. Because I feel like it's something deeper going on there, and like eventually it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just gotta stick with it.
It is it's a hood ass cooking show. Do you watch cooking shows?
For fake, I watch them to like.
I'm so disappointed.
I watch them to do research. I don't really. I be like
how to like whip up a hollandaise.
Oh yeah, I watch cooking videos like that.
Like Bon Appetit.
Yeah, stuff like that for sure. I thought you meant like.
No, I definitely meant like some like Gordon Ramsay type of shit.
I watch all that shit. I thought you meant more so like other people like doing their YouTube. Shit. I don't know.
Well, Benjamin with Babish.
Never heard of it.
He makes meals that are like in movies and TVs.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, like he makes like famous. Yeah, so he.
I definitely be on Chopped. I watch Chopped all day, every day.
The shit.
I watch Food Network faithfully. You feel me? Like I definitely be on stuff like that. I was big when Action Bronson did his cooking show. I used to love that shit.
Action Bronson show did have a cooking show.
Yeah, he was tight.
I think that kind of transition, or I think I may be a transition. Might be to like Maddie Matheson or something like that, but like
no, I don't know.
Oh, okay, but like, okay, never mind. But like I be watching like Bon Appetit sometimes.
Watch those too, yeah.
Do you like include like edibles on your show, or are you like?
I haven't done it yet. I am actually trying to get into all of that. As of right now, I only did like the regular shit. I'm definitely trying to get into, you know what I'm saying, infused foods. I'm trying to get a vegan chef on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do all those things. I'm trying to touch all the bases.
You know what would be cute?
What's that?
I can like connect you to the chefs from Majani. They're a black-owned vegan restaurant on the South Side.
That's tight.
That's tight. I think that'll be dope as fuck.
I'd be all for that. I'm all for anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially local things that I can help in any way that I can. Like I'm not just trying to get them on and like do some stuff, but I feel like enough people watch it to where like somebody new will see it. Like, oh, let me check that out. So like I'm down. Like I've already been like reaching out to like a couple like local. Like as far as like cooking brands and stuff like that, like there's a couple local people that got like a couple hot sauces and stuff like that. I'm trying to get involved with the community on that aspect. It's just it's a difficult one to get in because I'm a rapper doing this, so a lot of people probably don't.
Get into like the cooking industry.
Yeah, they probably don't even believe in me. You know what I'm talking about?
That's real.
And it just be like I don't feel like my clout is large enough to just let them fold off that.
I can't believe that.
No. It's true.
I'm sure it is because you live in that shit. But I feel like the reason why it's hard for me to believe, and because like I'm not in your shoes, is because you are like such a big transcender. Like meeting you in person is like meeting you years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much consistency. Right. You know what I'm saying? What is like everybody eats means to you? Because it makes sense to me because I'm a fucking poet and I can easily catch the bars and shit. But I feel like everything that you're saying is speaking on what everybody eats is supposed to mean. So
it's just me just trying to take care of my people and also take care of myself and not forgetting one because of the other. You feel me? I feel like a lot of times people get so caught up in themselves that they forget, you know what I'm talking about, to share the knowledge, you know what I'm talking about, and like to bring other people in. But also a lot of times people can be so giving that they forget about themselves. You feel me?
Say that shit.
But it's hard to tell somebody that I'm giving too much because then you sound selfish. So a lot of people don't recognize when they're doing it because they don't want to feel selfish.
Yeah.
But it is very possible to give way more than you should be giving. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're able to do it, like that doesn't mean that it's right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to find that balance into where like I can take care of the people around me, but also like I'm gonna make sure I'm straight too, by all means, and not feel bad about that.
Right.
So I feel like the balance of that is perfect, and I'm just trying to search for that. And everybody is just me, like going through the emotions of that journey. Excuse me. So yeah, it's just that's what everybody eats to me is. It's just me trying to find that balance in life of making sure that everybody eats, self included, and that we all are doing our parts. You know.
That's some real shit. That's literally what I'm on right now. And maybe this is like a part where it's like I'm seeking advice a little bit, because what I'm noticing is that my stature is leveling up or has leveled up way more than that's like to my visual naked eye. Sure. And then it takes me to be in a situation where I'm like, whoa, this is kind of messy. Like, I don't like this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then I have to like take that back home, chew that shit, swallow that shit, digest that shit.
For sure.
And like now I'm like in like a very selective phase. Like, do I need a social group? Is that social group considered actual tangible friends? Like, am I choosing this because like I need something to fulfill something someplace else? Like, what is some like advice or anything that you can give me in like that balancing? Does that make sense?
Slightly. I'm understanding. The first part I want to touch on is that you're never. It's hard to see your full potential because you're in it so much.
Right.
And you're always like, not your full potential. It's hard to see how far you've come when you're still on that journey because you feel like,
yes,
I may have done this, but I know I'm trying to do this and that. So like you may not take time to acknowledge those little feats that you've made, or you know what I'm talking about, or that big feat that you made that you may just be downplaying. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the first step, is just like to take a step back sometime and look at it from kind of like an out of body experience. You know what I'm talking about?
Take a step back from what?
From everything.
Okay.
From everything, from life, and just look at it. You know what I'm talking about? Completely assess everything that's going on, like where you started from, what you've been through, where you are currently, and then where you're trying to go. But it's good to look at them in the steps like that, opposed to just trying to look at it one full sweep. Because you'll get lost in like what you went through, and you'll just stick on that moment, opposed to saying that, oh, I made it through that, and now I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I think you just kind of gotta look at everything around you. You know what I'm talking about, and take it like, I don't know the right word for it, but you just gotta be grateful, like for even like
take it for what it is.
For what it is, like even if you mess up, even if it's a mistake, even if it's something that you hate, you just gotta own it, like right then in that moment. Like, all right, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's why that happened.
Yeah.
All right, let's make that not happen again. Opposed to just beating yourself up about it or trying to figure out what you did before it that could have led you to something different, because you can't go back and change it. Like you're already there, so like. Why try to figure out where you messed up, opposed to like just admitting that you messed up and then trying not to do that again? Like, you know what I'm saying?
When's your birthday?
Are you
a Cancer? Oh, you're a Libra? Oh my God. Let me tell you how much I love Libras. Like, I am so appreciative for Libras as a Scorpio woman, as a November Scorpio woman. I am so appreciative for Libras. Like, y'all fucking get me. Like, no fucking other. Like, I just love y'all attention to balance. Y'all crave for, like, equilibrium. Like, and that's all you've been talking about is, like, balance. And, like, I feel like I'm just, like I said earlier, like, I'm just at this place where it's, like, okay, like, I want my personal private things. Like, I want my relationships and things like that, but I also want friends, knowing I don't have friends and things like that.
Right.
And so, like, how do I keep this, like, respected and safe and, like, you know, protected, but also, you know, not feel like I'm missing out on something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's just something that I've been, like, learning and grappling with and, like, trying not to make myself feel guilty about, but it's only so much shit that I can, like, knock off with my age.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
How, if you don't mind asking, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Really?
Yeah. People are often
Congratulations. I would have
Yeah.
never thought. That means you've been coming in this bitch for some time.
I definitely has been in this bitch for some time.
That makes me feel good because you've known me. You've seen my whole process.
For sure.
Hopefully you're like at my next book release.
Like, you've been doing things. You know what I'm talking about? Since the first time I met you, you've factually grown.
I appreciate that.
It's cool to see it.
I really do too. I'm truly proud of you and truly happy to be here with you. This feels like a great full circle moment
for sure
for me.
For sure.
I had my next question. Okay, back. I caught the thought train, not the thought train. Well, that shit is coming too because of the rest beside it. But you are in a black boy band.
Yes. Westside boy band.
So you're from the Westside.
Yes, indeed.
I would take it to be a Southsider.
I just didn't want to.
There's a part of you that reads. I mean, excuse me.
No disrespect.
No, I'm originally from L-Town. I'm originally from L-Town.
Because
I feel like Westsiders, like, and I say this as a born Westsider.
Okay.
Like, we come with way more, like, we'll still be, like, open, preppy, or whatever, depending on, like, how much community we have allowed ourselves to be around.
Right.
But it's literally up to that community.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, I feel like Southsiders, like, Westsiders, like, there's more, like, caging.
Okay.
That, like, either that, like, we fall into systematically, or whether that, like, we just choose to keep ourselves protected, which is fine and which is understood.
I feel that.
And I feel like Southsiders, we also hold a little bit more of, like we ain't open, but it's like, you can ring the bell.
They'll venture out a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where are you from on the West Side?
I'm from Douglas and Central Park, North Lawndale.
Okay, yeah. So why don't you talk about this? Why y'all call it? What do y'all call it? A boy? Y'all call it a boy band, right?
Westside boy band. Yeah, that's what we are to the core of it.
And who are you?
I think we like a combination of like NSYNC meets Wu-Tang. You feel me?
That's dope.
You feel me? So I can't really just be one person.
Dope.
You feel me? I'm like,
y'all should do something with that.
I mean, we be doing things. But I feel like we don't want to do nothing with that specifically because we are very much so pivot, and I think I think that's a stature of its own.
Right.
It just isn't up there yet. But you know what I'm saying? In due time.
How do y'all? I want to applaud y'all, like all of y'all, because I feel like in the last few years, last couple of years.
For sure.
And I truly say this as a compliment because, like, y'all have more of a challenge. Like, y'all have to focus on yourselves as individuals.
For sure.
But y'all also show the integrity of keeping y'all as a group, too.
For sure.
Like, I don't remember who, but somebody tweeted, like, all the niggas verified now or something like that.
Right.
And like, just seeing that tweet, I was like, oh, yeah, that shit raw as hell.
That was
right?
squeaky.
Okay. That shit is beautiful to me. Like, what are some challenges, or like what are like some of like your thoughts or creative process and like how y'all elevate how you elevate yourself individually, but also like what's that mean in like being in a group or anything like that?
Being in a group is amazing, first and foremost. It is a challenge though. It is a challenge on so many levels. I think one of the biggest challenge I had by being in a group earlier on was I didn't know how to make music on my own.
Really?
So yeah, like it's nothing for me to write a verse, but when I got
your verses go fucking y'all all got the same bar technique.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Like, we on that. Cause it ain't nothing for us to write raps,
right.
But when it come down to like structuring a song and then like making it something that people can enjoy and like tapping into different emotions. Like, it's hard to get those points across when you're in a group because most of the times you're just rapping.
Okay.
So I feel like, but also with a group, it's like I can go and talk to him about like, you know what I'm saying, like his process and like draw from that, and also like watch him do his process and draw from that. So it's just like I can always learn because there's always 6 other people that are doing exactly what I'm trying to do, and they're like for a long part we were all in the same position. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like I see him, I see the growth. You know what I'm talking about? Like I was there when Sab wasn't even rapping. You know what I'm talking about? When he was just recording us, and now he's literally the best rapper in the city. I merged that. I'm saying it. I said it like that for a reason.
I put that on YouTube.
You feel me? Like it's like, and beyond the city, if I'm just being honest. But I'm not trying to get into that debate.
Wait, like, it's a debate?
No, it's a bit. People be capping. It's
period. Cool. We gonna leave it at that.
Niggas cap every day. But like I'm saying, like I've seen him to like when he was just like my producer. Like he wasn't even a rapper to me. You know what I'm talking about? He was the nigga I went to for beats and the nigga I wanted to like record my project. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even to this day, like when I was when I did Melodramatics, like I wanted to record a lot of that with Sab, even though Sab at that time was, you know what I'm saying, he was Sab then already. But it's like I don't like that's cool. Like I don't care if you do this verse, but like I want you to mix this shit for me because I like how you give my voice. Yeah. Like I've been there with him since then. You feel me? So to see him at this level now is like I've watched him take every step there was for him to take. I seen all the mistakes. I seen all the fumbles. Ooh. I seen all that. You feel me? So it's like it's cool. Like I think that's one of the biggest takeaways I can take away from being in this collective is like I'm getting to watch everybody work like up close. You feel me? Like I'm literally there for it. Like I'm finishing my shit while he's on his way up. You feel me? So it's like I just get to learn a lot. I get to learn a lot about myself because there's 6 people watching me. So like they all gonna come talk to me about something different. You feel me? So it's like it's amazing, man. I feed off their energy, and at the end of the day, they my brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying, beyond music, like I call these people to hang out. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and I feel like a lot of times the music has gotten in the way of how close of friends I really am with all of them.
What
like,
do you mean?
Like a lot of the times, like I won't see them for a while because I'm like working on music, so I'm like I'm so focused on doing my music. Like, cause when I'm in the studio, I don't like to be in the studio with a lot of niggas.
Okay, so yeah, what is your process
I'm trying to be me and the producer and this Resposado. Like I don't want too much else around me when I'm doing that because I feel like it messes with the frequencies. You feel me?
Okay.
Like I'm really tapping into some emotions and it's hard for me to do that.
I'm feeling this Resposado.
I'm telling you.
It's making me feel good.
It's hard to do that when there's a lot of other shit going on around you. You feel me? Everybody not on the same wavelength. So like if I'm trying to create and he just over here like, you know what I'm saying, vibing to some other shit. So it's kind of hard, like those frequency clash, and like I can get it done if I have to, but I don't prefer to work like that. So I like to be by myself when it's music time. So like when I'm not doing music, I like to just get away from everything. So like it'd be hard because like I'm used to seeing them every day while I'm making music, but then that stopped because my creative process is now different. So like when I'm done, when I'm not trying to do music, either they're in the studio or I'm somewhere where I just need my personal space. So it's like I'm kind of losing track of my friendships because I'm just so into music and where I met these friends at was music. So it really gets weird. Like even when I just explained it like that, that's the first time I really ever said that out loud. But like I don't hang out with my friends as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you something. As a viewer, I could never tell.
No, for sure.
And you would never tell, and like maybe like you never should be able to tell. But I think like that is like that's the beauty in it because like to even have an opportunity like this to be able to ask that question means that like y'all are doing y'all job so fucking well because y'all look so magically seamless. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like I remember when y'all used to flood that little last stage up here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember that shit so fucking vividly. Yeah. And that kind of led me to my next question. And like before I get to my next question, hopefully I don't forget, I want to also show my appreciation for this episode because this is also another layer of what like the Hoodwives of Chicago is about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just about like sex and ratchetry. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna get to that maybe.
That's
you know what I'm
good.
saying? But like, it's also about intimacy. And intimacy comes in like many forms.
Yeah,
and to
for
like
sure.
to have someone who I admire
Mm-hmm.
and who I have great appreciation for, and someone who I know has great appreciation for me and has seen me grinding in this shit. You know what I'm saying? To be able to unravel intimacy in many different forms with you makes me feel really good, and I thank you for that. So like, what is like a difference between like a movement and a group? Because to me, when I hear pivot, it's a movement.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Rapping for like Pivot, rapping for Westside, rapping for John Wall, etc., etc.
Right.
And then Pivot Gang is a group.
For sure.
Would that be fair to say?
I feel like Pivot Gang is the movement.
Okay.
I feel like it's all in one. I definitely understand what you meant by that analogy, but I feel like Pivot Gang is the movement.
I love that.
I feel like regardless of like if I was to step away from this, Pivot Gang will still exist. If Sabo was to step away from this, no matter how well known he is, this Pivot shit will still exist. You feel me? Like if Joe was to step away, this Pivot shit will still exist. This Pivot shit is not just one person.
Yeah.
So like that's why I know this shit is a movement, because like there's 6 of us, like, and I feel like this is something like I was literally just writing some shit today, like on some.
You do more than pages?
No.
Oh, I was gonna get happy. I'm like, you be reading the artist's way.
No. I was finishing this song, and I was just
Nice.
I was basically just saying some shit about like how like even when we die, this Pivot shit is gonna live on.
It really is.
And that's a fact. I believe that.
It is.
So it's like
it is.
It's
Everybody
like,
knows that.
It's like this shit is a movement in itself. Like it's so strong, and like of course we intended for it to be like this, but we didn't like sit people down and tell them to believe this strongly. We just did what we did, and they felt it the same way that we did. So like I know that this Pivot Gang shit is a movement, and it will live internally. You know what I'm saying? Just off the work that we continuing to do.
Can I get to some real shit?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, my question is, how many people do you consider in your Pivot Gang group as opposed to the people that's a part of the movement? Because I feel like the movement is attachable to anybody who actually fuck with who actually fuck with the purpose.
Everybody,
you know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the world is a part of this Pivot Gang movement. Like if you fucking with us, you're a part of this movement.
Right.
The Pivot Gang, like the main tree, it's hard for me to put a number on it. To be honest,
that's very fair to say. I definitely understand that.
It's very hard for me to put a number on it, but it'll probably stop somewhere around like 12 to 15.
I feel that.
It's like an NBA roster. You feel
feel that.
You feel me?
And like, I don't even feel like that's on like no lunch table type of shit.
No.
I feel like for me personally, and like, feel free to be like, you don't know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Right? But I feel like it comes to a matter about work ethic.
For sure.
And also a matter about like principle, about like not just what you're finna do to elevate us, but what are you doing to elevate yourself?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Right? And like, I'm not in a group. I'm solo dolo as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But what I take from inspiration for that is like how to like I had mentioned earlier about like how much y'all individuality speaks for y'allself as your own individual artist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
gotta be yourself.
And it's like people, I'm not gonna say people I would talk to or whatever, but like people like who would mention like connections to y'all and things like that, and it kind of feels like a
reach. I know it.
And I'm like,
yeah, niggas. Cause we make
you
people.
know that
We make people feel welcome. So by all means, like we.
And this isn't a moment of me being shady or anything.
Right.
Like
No,
that.
I understand. Cause we be feeling the same way too. A lot of people be attaching themselves to this shit just because we'll make you feel like we your homies. And it's
That's real.
It's cause we some cool niggas. We ain't gonna get on no bullshit. We ain't gonna act funny. We ain't gonna act like superstars. Like I feel like niggas act like superstars when they didn't know they was a superstar. You feel me? So it's like we knew we was these niggas beforehand. So it's like the fact that we getting all this shit is only like icing on the cake.
You should put that on the shirt.
Like type shit. Like cause like
I'm
that shit.
The playback for that.
No, do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do a shirt.
I don't even remember what I said. That's how authentic
back.
It was. Like
yeah.
Like we literally knew that. So like we don't get caught up in that shit. We don't be feeling no way about none of the shit that's going on because like we knew we were gonna do that and we also know we got more to do. So we don't ever really get caught up in like the act of that shit. But we also know that how welcome we are makes people sometimes feel like they're super a part of this opposed to just somebody that was passing by. You feel me? And like we welcome it, you know what I'm talking about? It's like it's whatever. But like you know if you with us or not. Like it's gonna show. And like some people like learned it the hard way. And I've hated to like have to be that person, but it's like, nah, bro, you overstepping some boundaries right now because you think that it's something else and it's not that. And I hate when I have to like correct people on that because they be feeling some kind of way. Like, no, bro, I was there with you. Like, I was in the basement. Like, nigga, everybody was in the basement.
Everybody was in the fucking basement.
That shit don't mean nothing. Like, everybody slid through. It was a communal space. Like, that's how we held it. Like, if you make music, if we know you, we fuck with you.
Not your fault that you didn't get on the stairs.
It's not. Like, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna welcome you at the end of the day. But, like, that don't mean we gotta claim you just because we welcome you. Like, just because we accept who you are don't mean that we gotta buy into that person. You feel me? So I feel like a lot of people just got comfortable and started just attaching themselves to it. And like, I don't feel bad. It just let me know that I'm doing something good because people want to attach themselves to it. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't just like some food shit that like somebody can look past. Like they want to be a part of it. So I embrace all that, but like, you know, if you really, you know what I'm saying, if you're really a part of this shit.
I feel you. And I wasn't asking that part to be shady or anything like that.
No, it's shit like that needs to be addressed, and I feel like
I appreciate that.
A lot of us we like super cool, so a lot of times we won't get to shit like that. But nigga like me, like especially with the Respirado in me, like
especially as a
Libra.
Yes.
I'm gonna just let you know what's to it. Like I'm gonna just give it to you straight out, just for we ain't gotta hit this bump no more.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, look, this ain't really that. I fuck with
the
you.
The fact that you're a Libra is really striking me. Like, it's
people
really,
always say that, and
I would presume you'd be like a Cancer or a Taurus because, like, also as a Scorpio, like I'm super cool with Cancers and Tauruses.
Like I be getting that, and then I also get like that. My mother be like, you know what I'm saying, what's your sign? I'm like a Libra. Makes sense. I'm like, what? How? Like I never really been into that stuff. Like like this year is like, not this year because it's 2020, but like last year was probably the first time I was like really like reading up on that shit,
right.
Like checking in and trying to see what people meant when they say that they understood I was a Libra and shit like that. So like I'm not even there for real, but I be understanding it a little bit when people will say stuff to me like that. I'm like, I get what you're saying. Like I read enough to know what you mean by that. But I don't really be understanding like a lot of the astrology and birth charts and all that stuff like that.
It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I can explain it to you like on a different time.
For sure.
When you want to know, it's like really three that you need to know.
Okay.
Sun, moon, and rising.
Yeah. See, I don't know my sun, moon, or rising. You feel me?
We can find it out.
For sure.
We can find it out. So, if I can, because I would be mad at myself if I left this conversation without.
For sure.
Getting some real shit. Do you have a set for your show?
Nah, not a set. I have well, especially with this being new music, I definitely don't have a set for this. Like if I was performing melodramatics, I probably would have a set because I've done it enough to know what flows the best.
Oh, not that. Wait, I'm sorry. No, continue.
Oh, damn.
I'm in a set for your YouTube show. Because it looks so professional. Because it looks so professional. And
this is word to.
And I'm trying to get into like the YouTube world, and I'm just personally I'm dealing with that conflict of like time, professionalism, quality, and then I look at people like corporate business who made it to a fucking AT&T commercial off of his fucking iPhone. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I feel like me and you are so similar and so alike is because we respect so much attention to detail.
Yeah,
and like we ain't finna sleep with neither one of our products until we can like lay down with that bitch. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where, and like most people don't understand me where I come from that shit. So like, I'm just trying to pick your brain here personally. Like,
I feel like I make do with what I have.
Period. We on a finesse brand.
At every juncture of this MFnMelo shit, I've literally just been making do with what I have. Nothing was planned ahead. I have no budgets. I have no like none of that shit. Like I have no help. Like Sab ain't doing this. Like this is all like just me making shit happen. So like when I reach out to a guest and they'll be like, and this is the crazy part. This is what my finesse really backfires. Cause I'll be like, all right, look, cool, we can set it up. I'm down. We can do this day. Do you have a kitchen? You know what I'm saying? I always tell them, do you have a kitchen? If not, I can find one. But I never have one.
Okay. Okay.
But they always tell me, no, I ain't got no kitchen. Let's do it at your spot.
Okay.
So I always am forced to find one. So you'll see me, like literally, if you go back in time,
love that.
You'll see me on Twitter asking for a random kitchen this Saturday on some random shit.
Love that.
And then sometimes the people will hit me back. Like people around me just be rocking with me. So like, not even sometimes. Every time I've done an episode, I think one episode I did is it's probably like my homie crib. So like I ain't have to like use the internet for it. But other than that, I be hitting the internet. It's to be my community, to be the people around me.
I have a perfect kitchen for you.
It be
if ever you find yourself on the southeast side.
I be traveling. Like all my kitchens are at different locations. Like literally.
Okay.
I don't think I've been out south yet though.
Well, if you want to have Iman Loretto your cooking show, then we can cook in my studio or as apartment. I literally just came myself today because I gotta get that bitch ignited. But that'd be dope. I'll cook some like stuffed salmon with some like
stuffed salmon,
with some like rusted fingerling potatoes.
Okay. Oh, you go crazy.
I really do enjoy this chef shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's what makes dicks hard and pussies wet. You feel me?
Facts.
Facts. Like if you give somebody a good meal, I know that you might fall asleep on me.
Facts. But
when
I wake up,
as soon as you wake up,
I got you when I wake up on me.
As soon as you wake up, yes, cool. That leads me to my next point. Because we were like in so much on intimacy, we gotta have a freak fact.
I'm with.
Give me a freak fact. All right, so like, how freaky can I go with you right now?
Shoot.
All right, so like, I'm gonna give you two options.
Right.
Like, what's like a kink that gets you there, or like what's like a freaky Pornhub category that you wouldn't really say out loud, but you're about to say out loud.
No, I don't really know I gotta give more thought because I'm not opposed to saying that shit out loud, but I just gotta give it more thought real quick.
Okay. Want me to sing the Jeopardy theme song?
But the kink, what's the kink that give me?
Like my thing is like kinks have levels. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, like for me, like I love me some BDSM.
Okay.
I live for that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I was to break that shit down to like a specific singular person, because this ain't for everybody.
Right.
I'll tell you, I'll be like, spit in my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, you freak.
I am. Like, literally, I just got asked like 2 days ago. Like, what's your freakiest Pornhub category? I was like, vor. It was like, what the fuck is a vor?
Tell my mama.
You really want to know what fucking vor is?
Sure.
Vor is like a giant licking a little person, a little woman. Or like swallowing a person and then getting your pussy out from the inside. Because I'm like super into like anime and Italian shit like that. Yeah. So like that shit works super big.
Where is this real person doing this? But no, it's
super
anime.
But like that whole implantation of the egg shit, I'll be like, nah, I ain't really into that. But like lick my pussy from the inside out.
That shit sounds dangerous. That shit sounds dangerous.
So like what's the freak fact you can leave us on?
Freak fact? Hey, look, all right,
come on. I'm excited.
Look, a lot of niggas be downplaying this, and I don't get it.
Wait, I'm scared now.
But look, hey, bro. Look, check it out. Your nipples are sensitive, bro. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Just don't be as thrown off if somebody might lick a nipple, bro.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That shit feels fire. And I be asking like some of my homies, like, bro, you ever had, you know what I'm saying, she ever lick your nipple for? And they be like, bro, what you talking about? Like, bro, what you mean, bro?
I feel that. You
tripping, bro. That shit might be, bro.
I'm a Scorpio woman, so I'm gonna feel like anything, right? I mean, there's some other things that I'm just like, oh, 3 dicks in the ass, like, what the fuck now?
Oh, that's a little feisty.
That's a little feisty. I thought she was, I literally thought she was
No, I ain't, I'm still
like,
mellow.
my thing is like, if I'm kissing on your chest, I might give a little, you
got to. I want you to. I'm doing it.
But am I gonna suck it, like...
Bro, you damn near gotta suck it a little bit. Just
really?
Not on some intense, like how a nigga would do a titty.
Okay.
But give me some attention.
I love that.
You feel me? Fuck with me.
I love that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad because
I just find I don't even know if that's really freaky, but I just be
is.
A lot of niggas be like downplaying, like, bro, let her fuck with your nipples, bro. You might find your dick is harder than you thought it could be.
It's attention to like body positivity. I think the problem that people have when they hear like, and it's not even absurd, so I'm not gonna even like mark it as absurd.
Right.
Like people hear things that they aren't familiar with sexually, is because they don't know how to address the perfect time for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like, if I'm fucking you and we done had like not even or skipped to like 3 minutes of foreplay. And I'm like kissing your chest and like lick your nipple in between. Like it's gonna be like, where'd this come from? But I'm like, also at the same time, you haven't given no time for like neck kissing, to chest kissing, to like saying like every part has its own like sensitive detail.
Yeah, niggas don't know about the lead up.
Are you a fan of foreplay? I feel like you are a big fan of foreplay.
I am a super fan of foreplay.
What's your favorite part of foreplay?
It's just getting the job done before I even bring out dick.
That is so true. That is so true.
It's like,
that's what I love about videos.
I've won already.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you already satisfied, and I have yet to like really, you feel me, do my thing.
But here's my thing, though.
What's up?
I feel that like when people do foreplay, like if you do foreplay right, you could have cum dripping down your leg like lotion.
Facts.
Right? But then people think like, oh, that's the big rival up. You know what I'm saying? And then like it just goes straight to like,
oh no. Hey.
How do you keep like? And my thing is like, I'm even partially guilty of that because like I'll be like so fucking hot. I'm like, bitch, I need this fan on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's too hot. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? How do you keep like that intensity and that pace up without it being too?
I feel like you gotta learn how to switch paces. You feel me? Like you ain't always gotta kill it. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of lack of the slow stroke. You feel me? Like you gotta. You know what?
I'm
Hey,
gonna cheers you to that.
I just think a lot of niggas just like be watching porn. Like porn taught a lot of niggas how to fuck. So I feel like they be watching that shit and they be trying to do that shit.
Yeah.
And like that shit, like women do like that shit. That shit definitely get them going. But like if you throw it in the mix of some other shit, you damn near like do your job. You feel me? So you like, I just feel like a lot of niggas gotta pay more attention to the detail, and the body is like super sensitive, bro. Like especially like when you in the act and the motherfucker already going, like you can just touch her in a place and let her really like, you know what I'm saying, like stimulate some shit. So I feel like motherfucker just gotta like stop thinking that like me fucking her hard as hell is go get her where she wanna go, because it's way more to it than that. Like factually, that shit is probably fire to a lot of women.
As soon as I come, I'm instantly like, fuck me and hurt me. Like after I come, I'm just like, okay,
it's time now. Exactly. I got what I want. Go crazy, sure.
Yeah, and I don't feel guilty about that. And I don't feel like my partners made me feel guilty about that.
You shouldn't.
Like, but I'm just like, okay, but like, know that it's like going to be a process.
Right, definitely.
Can I ask you one more question?
What's up? As
a bar, so if everybody eats, what do you eat?
I eat pussy.
You passed the test. Oh my gosh. Well, I want to ask you one more final question. Because you have Grace, the real Hoodwife of Chicago. You have Grace, the original Hoodwife of Chicago, with a special episode. What is a Hoodwife to you?
A Hoodwife to me, I feel like a Hoodwife to me like just embodies the hood, and what the hood is community. It's rough times. It's making the most of the bad times. Is sticking with a situation but not letting the situation make the best of you.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not by any means asking for a hood wife to like let me mistreat her the whole time. But like just factually know that thick skin is needed in a relationship, especially when you're in a relationship with a caliber nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like myself. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of other shit come with that. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes it's literally out of my control of what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as like how another motherfucker may respond to my being. You know what I'm talking about? It's not always about me. But like a hood wife is just the embodiment of hood. You know what I'm talking about? Knowing that like sometimes I may have less, but the ultimate goal is to have more. You know what I'm talking about? A thoroughbred that is down for the cause, you feel me? Down for the ride, but also won't take less than what she feels she's deserved. You feel me? Like all of those things are embody of the hood wife. It's not just something that like is beneficial to me. You know what I'm talking about? It's something that can actually push me and take me outside of the spaces that I don't really like to be in. You know what I'm talking about? Like as far as like the intimate, we touched in on that earlier. Like a hood wife, I know that like, yeah, you should probably be more intimate, but know that where I come from, like that's kind of rare. So like to work with me on that, you know what I'm talking about? So like just all those things, just knowing where you are, where you're going, and where you can end up if you don't do things accordingly. You feel me? I think that's the hood wife.
I love that.
Tight.
That was beautiful.
Tight.
I don't know if you've seen the promotional videos that I've been doing for the podcast.
I think I seen one or two of them.
So I did Kush, I did Dime.
I've actually seen both of those.
And I did Slime most recently.
I seen the wording for Slime.
Yeah.
I think with Kush and with Neek, I seen their videos. I don't know if they are the same.
Yeah, so I transcribed all of their definitions.
For sure.
Put it right under the captions.
For sure. Yeah,
I can't wait to transcribe yours.
For sure.
That was beautiful because I was just at a gathering with some people, and it was like, y'all really fuck with your promo for Slime shit. Like, and I feel like what people really love and appreciate about my podcast, because this was supposedly originally be just for like all women in films, but then Matt was like, oh, you gotta open that shit to the niggas. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I feel like it'll get like what you really are going for, like if you just include the male conversation.
Right. And I feel like that also like it gives me a sense of empowerment. Not to say like it's like a choosy game, but also like a selective game.
Right.
Who is really loving the hood wives out here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who are actually like, who are the hood husbands?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually a hood husband.
You are a hood husband. Like
me.
I really truly like do believe that. Yeah, I can't wait to transcribe that.
Tight.
And I'll talk to you about those details later.
For sure.
So like, why don't you tell us where we can find you at? What you got going on? Et cetera, anything like that.
Well, my name is MFnMelo, MFnMelo. You can find me at that name everywhere that you can find people. And you just expect more of me. I'm trying to do more of everything. I got some more cooking episodes on the way. I got some videos for my latest project, Everybody Eats, on the way. I also got some new music on the way. I'm trying to be super active 2020. So just expect more MFnMelo, man. You might see me out at a function. I may look very unapproachable.
Oh, super approachable.
But come talk to me, though. You'll find out I am completely different. I just come from, you know what I'm saying?
The Westside.
So, like, you feel me? I just be on point. But you can always come talk to me, man. If you see me out and about, come holler at me. I love to talk to people. I especially love to talk to people that like anything about what I got going on or what my friends got going on, because that shit is beautiful to me. So just, you can find me there. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I be out here. I respond to DMs. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers be like, oh, man, I can't believe you responded. Like, it's what else am I supposed to do? It's the internet. Like, I feel like if niggas don't respond to you, like, either... I have seen a situation where, like, you know what I'm saying, your DM too juking, so I can't hit everybody.
I feel that.
But also, you feel me, a lot of niggas be just weird. You feel me? I am factually not weird. I am weird, but I'm weird in the cool ways, not weird in the weird ways. So, like...
In a hot topic way.
Just hit me up. You feel me? Like, I'm very talk toable. You feel me? I just might not look like it. But, yeah, man, this pivot shit is very real. I am MFnMelo. You can find me at MFnMelo everywhere. And, man, big pivot. You know me.
Pivot? Yes. Well, you have tuned in for another episode of The Real Hoodwives of Chicago.
Yes.
Make sure you follow us everywhere on @Hoodwives of Chi. We are popping on Instagram and Twitter. And you have tuned in for another show.
Can't have no nanny, I'm not your mommy, and you's a poppy. You found your hobby, how about that? Running up. You just the runners up. Got cherries and blossoms and buttercups. More chocolate and pussy is honey nut. I'll climb you like trees, don't fall for the breeze. Just stay on your limbs, but niggas